Now we are going to discuss about public access modifiers. Public, here by listening to this word itself, we are able to tell that these access modifiers will be accessible everywhere. Has long scope. I mean, if we declare any variable with public, that variable will be accessible everywhere. If we declare any method, class, constructor or variable with public keyword, then that variable or method or constructor will be accessible everywhere. So that modifier name will come as public access modifier. Now we will discuss this public access modifier with one example, simple example. Yeah, here we have one method. That method will be like public. I declared this method as public and I'm going to change package for this. Now we change package for a.java, even though we are able to access this. If it is in the case of default, it will be accessible inside only that package. But this, if we declare that this method as public, we can access this everywhere. If we want to access this method in subclasses, also we can able to access this. In inner classes, we can able to access this, and this same method will be accessible everywhere. That is uh, advantage of public. And we have another modifier, and this is antonym for public access modifier. That modifier is private access modifier. If we declare any specimen with private keyword, then that will be accessible only inside that class. It won't be accessible inside the same package in different classes also. It can't be accessible outside of a package, non subclass or subclass it may be. uh, and these private access modifiers we shouldn't use with class declarations. uh, if it is a inner class, we can use that. If it is a normal class, if we declare private in front of that one, it will show compilation error. Why? Because if we want to give private access modifier for this class, at that time there is no meaning for oops concepts. If suppose we want to create one object for this particular class, we are in a position to access that class, then only we can create that object. So Java people removed this private access modifier for class, and it will be applicable for inner classes because we won't access this inner classes outside of main class. We will discuss this private with small example here. Now I'm going to put private. Now we are in outside of main class, I mean outside of a package in which main class contains. Now I'm going to put this class inside this package itself. Now I gave private for this method, even though it is showing compilation error. Change visibility of method to default. If it is default, we can able to access this one. If suppose I kept in different package, now it will show suggestion as make it as public. This is what private access modifier. And now we are going to discuss about protected access modifier. This protected access modifier will be accessible in subclasses or else in inherited classes. Suppose if we declare one class called class A, and we are going to access this same class in class B by using inheritance, in that class B only we can able to access this specimen. If we declare any variable or method or class with protected, that uh, protected access modifier will apply that property to that particular method or class. Like private access modifiers, to protected access modifiers also we can't apply protected, because the same reason will applicable for this one also. Because there if we declare any class with protected or else private, there will be no meaning for oops concepts, because we should have to create objects by using that classes. But in the same way, for inner classes we can declare protected. Methods and fields in interface can't be declarable with protected. Why? Because that methods, what are the methods that are inside interface, we should have to override in subclasses. We should have to override that in subclasses. But here what's the problem is, we are going to do this thing if we mention protected in front of this methods or else fields, then there will be no meaning of overriding concepts. Now we will see what is this protected modifier. I declare this as protected. Now I am unable to access this one. If I extend that class, I extended that class A, now it will be accessible. Yeah, we changed it. What is this? Change visibility of method to protect. Okay, it is some compilation issue, but this will be applicable. This method will be, we can access this method inside this subclass access modifier subclass. This is what protected, but we shouldn't apply protected here. It will show some compilation error, because there is no meaning of oops concept if we apply here private or protected. And in inner classes we can use this protected. Protected class inner. See here, for inner classes we can declare protected or else private, but for main classes we shouldn't declare. This is about protected access modifiers. These are all about access modifiers. We have only 4 types of access modifiers: public, private, protected and default access modifiers. In next session we will discuss about what are the difference between these access modifiers and how that each modifier will differ, with one good example. And please subscribe to this channel and get more updates. Thank you very much.